Quick Crypto bringing you quick Kaspa news. This is a bear trap warning, crypto and Kaspa family. Off the back of Donald Trump doing the funny thing again and announcing that we are moving forward with tariffs on Canada and Mexico, FUD is taking over the market and we are bleeding. But in my opinion, not financial advice of course, this is just noise, useless and irrelevant noise to prove that the SEC's crypto enforcement crackdown is crumbling. It is dying, as we have already seen multiple crypto cases dismissed, which is a very positive development and sign for the trajectory of this space going forward. And then there is Kaspa, with many huge event catalysts incoming, potentially incentivizing these tier 1 exchanges like Binance to finally list Kaspa. We have huge 10 BPS updates and also massive institutional Kaspa money expansions, which tells me that the big money are eagerly awaiting for a Kaspa price reversal, and that all of this right now, this is just noise. Of course, if you are interested in learning a lot more and staying ahead of the game with crypto and Kaspa through exclusive content such as trades, institutional research documents and so much more for free, a 7-day free trial, then click the link in the description below to check out the Coin Factory CF executives. So right now we are witnessing a mass crypto liquidation event. Bitcoin losing the 92, even the 90k levels of support, and is now trying to find stability at the lower levels. Right now we saw a rebound of 85k. And this is all off the back of Trump's announcement yesterday that the 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico will be going forward, so likely they will come into effect in the first week of March, which is next week. This of course has the crypto community worried about another trade war, and now extreme fear has flooded the markets, which was also amplified by the recent Bybit hack. While the crisis was averted, the FTX 2.0 PTSD still remains. Furthermore, we can see that Montana, North Dakota and Wyoming have all rejected bills for state-managed Bitcoin reserves, further adding to this crypto FUD. But once again, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, I believe this is just noise. This is a bear trap. We have seen this happen every single cycle. In fact, if you go through the history of Bitcoin and crypto and the markets and cycles, you can see that we are typically used to seeing a 25 to 30% correction in these so-called bear trap periods. You can see in the 2021 cycle in January, we saw a 30% correction before running into its first market top in April around $63,000. And then similarly again, we saw another market correction here, a 25% drop, another bear trap before making a new all-time high in November. Again, similarly in this cycle already in 2024, Bitcoin ETFs, Bitcoin soared to 73k. We saw a 30% correction before we now rally to all-time highs. So we have seen much bigger corrections in the price of Bitcoin before a price reversal and a new all-time high, whereas right now we have only seen a 21-22% correction in the price of Bitcoin. So there's definitely a possibility that we see Bitcoin and therefore the crypto market correct a little bit further. Only time will tell. But based on the new SEC's pro-crypto stance, which I'll cover later on in this video, and also thanks to the institutional insights that we provide exclusively to members of part of the CF executive community here, research tells me that crypto and Kaspa will come back bigger and better than ever. So again, if you are interested through exclusive content such as trades, alpha information, private live streams, and so much more for a free 7-day free trial, then click the link in the description below to check out the Coin Factory, the CF executives. But now we have major institutional Kaspa updates to look into. As we can see here from 3D Rudy, Begin Blockchain is going big on Kaspa, and better still, they are now trying to go public as they just filed for a $50 million IPO on Nasdaq. Begin Blockchain just disclosed boosting their Kaspa holdings from 1.4 million Kaspa in 2023 to 14.3 million Kaspa in 2024 last year. Such a massive increase, a 10x in such a short period of time, has the community speculating if they are positioning for a Kaspa supply squeeze, ultimately when the demand starts to outweigh the supply, thus resulting in a volatile increase in value. This information comes from the SEC registry itself, to which I'll leave a link to in the description below, so go check it out if you want to. But to go into a bit more detail about this huge institutional development here, Begin Blockchain specializes in mining Kaspa alongside some other cryptos like Alpium and Radium, but they are heavily dependent on Kaspa. The company generates most of its revenue from selling ASIC miners under the Ice River brand, which is one of the leading Kaspa mining companies. Not just we saw a 10x in Kaspa holdings from December 2023 to June 2024, so in 6 months, Begin's revenues exploded from $15 million in 2022 to $257 million in 2023, and that is largely due to Kaspa mining and hardware sales. They are attempting right now to expand into the United States, Singapore and Hong Kong, which is extremely bullish for Kaspa. A $50 million IPO on Nasdaq would likely increase adoption for this company and therefore for Kaspa, increase institutional confidence for Kaspa, and provide more money to begin blockchain and therefore better mining efficiency and a stronger network security for Kaspa. A publicly listed company is making big bets on Kaspa. This is no small feat. But don't forget as well, we also have institutional adoption, mining adoption in the forms of Marathon Digital Holdings. That was evidently only the beginning. Kaspa's adoption and price therefore is still in its infancy. Institutional adoption is going to come to Kaspa faster than ever before. And speaking of Marathon as well, according to KEF Vice President Johnny here, apparently he heard that Marathon has increased their Kaspa holdings as well, which would be a very bullish indicator for Kaspa holders, potentially therefore preventing significant corrections in its value while Bitcoin and the rest of the market is bleeding. Marathon's next quarterly report should be released tomorrow, so stay tuned to our daily live streams where we will hopefully be going through it and you can find out a lot more. The next major update though is regarding 10 BPS, to which Michael Sutton stated almost a week ago that we are almost done with the realization of this KIP in bits and lines of code. There's seemingly very little left to do before the hard fork commences and we see the Kaspa mainnet transition from 1 to 10 BPS. Very bullish stuff. Furthermore, we can see him Super Typo, another developer on Kaspa. He recently published the 10 BPS readiness release version 1.1.x, which is an interesting read, basically highlighting improvements to the Kaspa indexer specifically designed to handle the demands of a high volume 10 BPS Kaspa network, as the 10 BPS network can generate a lot of data and overwhelm the indexer. So these proposed changes in this document here are all about the improving of the indexer's ability to handle the high data throughput of Kaspa's network, making it more robust and efficient for the integrators. But that is not all. According to Microsoft, and once again, if we can see it from Elperor, the next step, which I believe is the feature freeze function, will be pushed out no later than Sunday/Monday incoming, so 2nd and 3rd of March this weekend. So we are very close. We are in the end game even for this hard fork, which may act as the event catalyst, bringing in more demand and volume for Kaspa, thus incentivizing the tier 1 listings to add Kaspa to their platform. Because just think about it and remember, the KRC20 relaunch and the KDAO launch, both states resulted in significantly increased volume for Kaspa, close to if not over 500 million 24-hour volume on the daily time frame. Now, of course, the market may be in a different situation right now than it was, a few months back, but with the institutional Kaspa mining expansion that I just mentioned, and with the SEC's crypto enforcement crackdown crumbling, I personally am optimistic for what is to come for Kaspa very, very soon. As we can see here, the SEC has recently, all within the span of 1 week in fact, announced a dropping of the Coinbase case, the OpenSea case, and the Robinhood case, which is all extremely bullish news. It's just rather unfortunate right now that this has been overshadowed by this current FUD. But with the developments, it seems evident that the SEC is accelerating the support and adoption of crypto, not even trying to save face and settle, but just dismissing the cases in their entirety. What will be next? Could it be Uniswap's? Could it be Binance's, Kraken, Gemini's, or even Ripple and XRP's case? Time will tell. But that is not all though for this pro SEC data. Here we can see the new crypto task force has updated its industry meeting log and showcased many new entries with prominent crypto companies and industries. Even, as we can see in a second, Michael Saylor, one of the biggest Bitcoin maxis and advocates for Bitcoin, met with the SEC very recently. And there's also now, I believe, that with this SEC's newfound interest in staking, apparently they are very, very interested in staking. There's also a belief that they may reconsider their lawsuit against Consensus, which was sued last year over their MetaMask staking services. There are many more developments coming for crypto and Kaspa. Ignore the noise, lock in, come chill chat and learn more in the CF community. Against link below. Remember, don't be emotional, be logical, and I'll see you in the next one.